Welcome to the Pretty Spiritual channel. This is a pick a card reading. It is for your situation and advice. Now, before I start, please go to the top right hand corner of your screen, click on it, look for the three dots, click on speed settings, and then click on either 1.5x or 2x because my readings tend to be a little extensive. And so just in case this reading is long, whichever one you pick, you will be able to hear everything in half the amount of time without missing any of the details, okay? I won't sound like Mickey Mouse. Don't worry about that. You'll still be able to hear literally everything. So now, here are your choices, okay? Here are your choices. And I encourage you guys to only select one because I don't want anybody confused, okay? Only select more than one choice if you literally feel strongly drawn to it. Otherwise, please pick one so that you're not getting any confusion or any mix-ups, okay? You have the Tangerine. The Tangerine, first choice, okay? First choice. You have the 8-ball here. Little mini 8-ball. I'm gonna do the timestamps after this video post. It will have to process, and then you guys are gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have to put timestamps in. But 8-ball, little mini 8-ball. Okay, so that's another option. And then the final reading will be this cube. Okay, it's the world cube, and I'm just gonna list it as cube. Like I said, give me time to put the timestamps in. Otherwise, if you guys want to post the timestamps to help me out, you can. But if you give me opportunity, I will do the timestamp only after I know it's been processed. Because for some reason, YouTube take a while to process my readings and post them. But those are your selections: Tangerine, 8-ball, and cube. Okay, so you can pause and take a moment to just go within and figure out what resonates for you more. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I want to say, God, please guide these readings for those who are watching. And please protect their energy, and please protect my energy and the energy of this channel and the readings. I thank you, God. Amen. And now we're going to move forward. And I'm going to start with the Tangerine group. This is starting in at, what was that? 3 minutes, Tangerine group, okay? So let's see what your situation is. And let's see also what other spiritual advice can be gotten from you guys. Wow, and I almost forgot. Yes. There we go. Because I want you guys to see the shuffling of the cards. This one did fall out. You didn't get to see it fall out, but it's there. Okay? It's there. So that's that one right there. And then I'm going to shuffle for a couple more of them. There we go. Like I said, I want you guys to be able to see me shuffle for the integrity, of course. And do please check out the other readings on my channel. I have other pick-a-card readings. I also have general readings for the collective. I have other kinds of readings, and I do have some timeless zodiac readings. All the readings on my channel are timeless, okay? So meaning whenever you come across that reading is when that message or the spiritual advice may resonate for you, okay? Spiritual time is very different than physical time in this world. All right. Ooh, I'm getting way too many cards flipping out. I will touch upon these, but I'm not going to leave them out just because that's way more cards than I actually anticipated. Okay. And I'm going to be pulling more and more cards. So the more cards I pull, the more the plot kind of thickens for the narrative here. Okay. So for Tangerine group, you guys, you are not seeing a new beginning. You're not seeing a new start, or you're not seeing how you can have this new beginning or this new start. Some of you may be struggling with fertility, okay? Or you may be concerned that there is something preventing you from having a new beginning or new start or having a child in some form. Take what resonates, what doesn't, leave exactly where it is. You definitely got some decisions, some choices to make. You may have more than one path to take, or you may have more than one option to choose, or more than one person to choose, or you may just be literally, feeling pulled between more than one direction, or more than one area, or more than one person, and you're really just having this hard time deciding, okay? And you may be, you might be harsh on yourself, or someone may be feeling like they're being harsh on you, because you may have your heart set on something, but maybe you think this is not possible, or maybe someone else thinks whatever it is you have your heart set on is not possible. You could be your own worst self-critic is what I'm hearing, or you could be, or maybe others might be criticizing you. Whatever the case is, be your own best judge is what I'm hearing, okay? Be your own best judge. Don't be your own worst critic. Be your own best judge. So the other cards that felt flipped forward that I really, like I said, I might put them back in the deck because I didn't want this many cards or whatever, but you have victory in reverse. So you're feeling like you can't win, or feeling like you're losing or something, or just feeling like you're not getting the credit you deserve, or you're not being recognized for your accomplishments, or not being recognized for your efforts that you may have put in, okay? You could just be feeling you're just not seen at all, or even heard or acknowledged, but you're trying to get creative. You want to get more out of the situation. You may want to get more out of life. You could be trying to express yourself more and looking for creative ways to do so. But with the Gaia card in reverse, it feels like you really have lost touch with your own sense of nature, your own sense of self. You could even have lost touch with just with spirit itself, It's also possible that your physical health may not be exactly where it needs to be. It may not be optimal right now. And so you may want to look at that. Your health. Some of you may be aware of this, some of you may not be aware of this. Some of you literally could be just drained physically and just really tired out of it. For some of you, it's just something about your physical location or something that I'm hearing, and that's intuitive, that something about your physical location that's not doing it for you, okay, or not working out for you. Physicality. I'm hearing something about physicality. You guys take that how that resonates, but it's just saying a lot to me about where you're at. Okay. Let's see what else is presented here. And that one flipped out. You have recovery in reverse. So you're not either you're not able to take this time to take a break or recover, or or you're just choosing not to if you are a workaholic and you're just trying to do too much. Some of you don't have a clue on how to even manage to get this break that you actually know you need. And that could also be the reason why you're feeling, stressed, tired, worried, worn out, or whatever, and just not able to recover or get a break from whatever this is. Whatever it may be. But I just feel like something physically, excuse me, my voice, something physically has taken the life out of you is what I'm hearing for somebody, okay? And you don't have a clue how to deal with this, how to manage it, how to recover from it, where to go with it. You literally could be feeling like you're on the losing end for some reason, and you're either beating yourself up over this, or someone else is, or you're feeling, maybe it could be a little bit of both. This new beginning, or this new project, or this new opportunity, or this maybe this child like you want to have. This is not for everybody with the children, okay, or the babies, but there is somebody out there I feel maybe having fertility issues. For others of you, it's just something you cannot get off the ground, or something you can't get to happen, that may make all the world of a difference for you. You may want a new start, or a new beginning, or a new opportunity, but it's not happening, and you can't figure this out, or maybe there's something that's causing a blockage. But I feel like you do have some choices to make. You do have more than one choice or more than one option, more than one path. But you have to make that determination for yourself. Hearing something about a whirlwind too, though. So it could be that maybe this just kind of like caught you off guard in some form. And usually a whirlwind is something that's a positive thing that kind of came in real quick and caught you off guard. It's not usually something negative. So you guys, you may, like I said, I don't feel like everything is bad here. I feel like it may be all about perception, because there may be some good opportunities, but maybe it's a catch-22 or something for some of you. That's some of you. It may be a catch-22. All of you are not having the same way that this energy is presenting itself. For some of you, it may just be an actual disappointment or a bummer, but others of you, it's just, it may be a really good opportunity, but you have to really make some choices, because you may have to make some serious transition or changes, but you may not know how you're going to do that, or sure, you know, if you want to, and maybe if you want to go another path. But let's see what other cards are going to present themselves, you know. But somebody is definitely exhausted, though. I think from either trying or from trying to figure it out, or for just trying to handle and manage everything. Okay, it's like nothing else wants to come out of this deck. Though I feel like something else needs to come out of it. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to move on. Getting nothing here. And I have to wonder if that energy is what's resonating for you guys. Like you're shuffling for something. You're really trying to see what you're going to get, but you're really not getting anything. And I think it's because you have to make the decision or a choice for yourself. You have to decide for yourself what it is that you want, instead of waiting for life to hand you your next opportunity, or waiting for life to just show you where you're going next. And finally, as soon as I said all that, a card flipped out. Okay, so I feel like as soon as you make a move, something else will pop up for you, or something else will happen that will allow you to take the opportunities you need to take, or whatever, or just some of the opportunity will present itself, but you have to make a move first. In reverse, you got the Wisdom card, and somebody here is really choosing to not make the best decision for their situation. Okay, somebody here in this group, and this could be just all of you overall, either you're not feeling like you have the knowledge, or like you have the ability to make the decision, or you really don't know. Okay, you really just don't know what to do, or you're choosing to not be wise, or you're behaving in an unwise manner. For some of you, though, I really just feel like you just lack the wisdom or the know-how or wherewithal or whatever. But some of you, you're just choosing to not make the best decisions overall, you know. Some of you, you could just be trying your best and still feeling like you're not making the best decisions and failing. So which one is it, you guys? You know, because like I said, it's not going to resonate the same for everybody. It's going to be a little different for everyone on why that Wisdom card came out in reverse. But you guys know. And if you don't know, then you might want to consider if you are actively choosing to make unwise choices and making poor choices, either because you don't want to face something, or because you don't want to do what it is you know you need to do, or are you guys just not doing your research, or not trusting your intuition, or not, you know, like I said, really looking at the facts and trying to at least the elimination process to figure out what's going to make sense. You know, sometimes it's as simple as going with rationale. Other time, and you know, and doing your research. And other times it's going to be just trusting and following your heart. You know, pray about it, meditate on it, and just pick something, or decide, make a decision, or whatever. Now you had one. I should point out to you that this is the Fool card in reverse. So, so you guys are not necessarily choosing to take any risk. This could be unwise. This could very well be unwise. And it could be that you guys could be thinking the wise thing to do is to not take any chances here. Because you're afraid of making any more mistakes and because you're not sure what's going to make any sense. However, I caution you that sometimes inaction can cause you stagnation, especially if you operate out of fear. It's always wise, right, to not want to take risk if you see that the odds are stacked against you. But there are times when you're going to have to operate out of faith and go on faith, you know. This card's standing out. Friendship card. So friendship may be a factor in this, either in that you need to confide in friends, or you need to reach out to friends, or be open to friends in some form, either because they're going to be able to help you through the situation, or you might be able to help them or help each other. But I feel like you need to, I feel like there's something about confiding in a friend. Okay. That for some reason it stands out here to me, confiding in a friend. But let's see what else is going to be presented with the cards. Some of you just need to get out and hang out with some friends, but you're choosing not to because maybe you don't think it's safe. And in this particular time, like I said, you guys may come across this reading a whole year or two from now, but in this particular time, people are in some regions or in some areas or in some countries, they're still kind of quarantining and, you know, keeping social distance and things like that. However, I feel like there's only so much of this you can do before it starts to affect your actual overall well-being and health, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know, and just overall how it affects your life. So you guys, if you can manage to you know, squeeze in some kind of way to socialize a little bit without being reckless or whatever, then, you know, don't be afraid to do that. But do so at your own risk, because whatever decisions you guys make, you make on your own, has nothing to do with these readings, okay? Make sure you take that accountability. And I'm just saying that because you have a lot of people these days, they don't like to take accountability for anything that happens in their life. Even if they look at a reading and they make choices, like, this is all entertainment, but if it's insightful for you, then great. I'm just saying, make sure you guys, you make whatever decisions during this particular time, that you make sure you do what makes sense, okay, for you. All right, so Merchant card in reverse. Merchant card in reverse. So you're not looking around, you're not shopping around. You also, it's also like being out of business or not doing business or not taking care of business, if that makes any sense. So it could be you're not doing your due diligence in some form that requires you to be more involved, because when it comes, because this is the Merchant card, and to me with the Merchant card, it's doing business, it's also shopping around, things like that. And when it comes to business, you have to network, you have to, you know, deal with others, be involved, those kind of things. And you have to do your due diligence, you have to do your research, and you have to take care of business, get things done, and stay on top of things and prioritize or whatever to accomplish something. You know, you have to execute plans and things. When it shop it around, it's the same thing. You know, sometimes people window shop, sometimes the case, it's like looking into around, and it's like doing research. So to me, it still covers the same basis, doing your due diligence and doing what it is you need to do. And with that card being reversed, you're not really doing that. Let me see what other energy is present. Okay, so you got the whip card in reverse. This is telling me that there is a lack. I don't know, it's like you're trying to be disciplined, but you're not necessarily disciplined. You're trying to be focused, but you're not fully focused. So you're not fully disciplined, not fully focused. It's like you're trying to do what you can, but you're still kind of slipping up or failing to do what it is you need to do. And it's either, like I said, because you're not staying on task and doing your due diligence or whatever, or it's because you're just like slacking off. Maybe you're hanging out with friends too much, and maybe that's what has been unwise, or maybe you're not teaming up with friends that could help you do this, and maybe that's what has been unwise. But let's say I look at it from this perspective. Some of you, I feel like you're not focused. You're doing too much socializing, and that's the reason why you're not taking care of business. You're not disciplined, or you're not fully disciplined, or you're not fully focused. Others of you, you're just not stepping out to take a chance to really confide in friends, or really let friends help you. And therefore, you're unable to really make something happen here and take care of business more effectively. And also, therefore, not as focused or motivated or as disciplined as you need to be, though you may be trying. So it's different narratives to look at this or whatever. But let me get my actual tarot cards and see. I don't know if I want this deck or not. Do I want this deck? Do I want this deck? I don't think I want this. Let me see. I don't know. Sometimes I like this vice versa deck. Sometimes I don't. Let me see. Let me see. What comes up here for you guys? And I'm starting to make, this is like getting to be too long, so I'm going to try to simplify this. Okay. 5 of Cups. So you guys are wasting time, and I'm saying wasting time because that's what I literally feel. I feel like you guys are wasting time because it's always a waste of time to have regrets, because you cannot change what has already happened. You can only just do differently or make different choices or press forward and try to appreciate what you do have working for you. You know, that person is cloaked in darkness or sadness, and they're kind of turning away from the fact that they still have an opportunity there, and they're just kind of missing that there's no reason to just carry on like that. Nothing is set in stone that this person has completely lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all about perception. It's like looking at the glass half empty rather than half full. And that's why I mentioned earlier that, because I picked up on something that, perception is everything. Perception is everything. Did you really lose or did you not? Even if you felt like you were on the losing end, or you feel like you're losing, or you feel like things aren't going your way, what else do you still have going for you? This person still has 2 cups here and a rose right there behind them. Okay, so they still have a couple of opportunities and even some sort of blessings or something there. So don't get caught up over crying over spilled milk or crying over things that don't really matter in the scheme of things. I mean, some things can matter, but it's like, at this point, what can you do at this point? Feeling regretful and feeling shame and feeling disappointment and things, at this point, it's not going to get you further ahead. It's not going to make the most out of your situation. The only thing you can do is look at, well, okay, maybe you dropped the ball, maybe you messed up, or maybe somebody else dropped the ball and messed up. Okay, it doesn't matter who or what. Or maybe circumstances just failed you in some form. Sometimes circumstances are out of our control, but you have to look at, there's always, like I said, the sun always comes out after the rainstorm is over with, right? Eventually the sun will come back out again. So what can you do? What can you do? Okay, prepare for what's the. But in this case, I strongly feel here like you guys have to decide. Like, it's not something that's left to chance. You have to decide. I feel like if you leave things to chance here, that things may continue to not go the way you want them to. Go ahead and make a decision. You know, try to trust and follow your heart. Maybe ask for some advice from friends or something. Meditate on it. But let's see. And I kind of felt like that was your obstacles or your challenges, but let's see what a potential outcome may be in your situation. And then I'll go ahead into the spiritual advice. Some of these cards don't really want to go in there. Some of these cards didn't want to fit into the deck, which is also telling me that you guys may be trying to, you may be struggling to try to make something work or trying to make something fit that really won't. Stop doing that. You know, there's a lot of energy to be picked up out of cards just from shuffling them. And like I said, I'm picking up that you guys are trying to make something fit or trying to make something work that clearly won't. So, you know, stop doing it, you guys. Stop doing it. Final shuffle on that just to see what else is going. Give me a card. Give me a card. Give me a card. There we go. Okay. Five of Swords, you want to get what you want without having to without having to put up a fight, without having to go through a bunch of changes. And in my opinion, I feel like this very well could happen. Though, if I'm in all honesty, I feel like I understand why you guys would want to win without having to go through a bunch of changes. But the other thing to look at with this card, the Five of Swords, is a lot of times, and you don't see it on this card, but and you do see it to some degree, the other person or the other persons that are on the card usually they look like they lost, but they look like they lost because you didn't play fair. Okay, so though you may want to get what it is you want or win without having to go through a bunch of changes or without losing out, make sure you're being fair. Okay, you want the outcome to be fair. You don't want to be cheating or being underhanded or doing sneaky stuff or doing things just to gain the advantage. Forget about that. You know, be more concerned with getting a fair outcome or a balanced outcome where you win, everybody wins. You know what I'm saying? At least that's, in my opinion, the ultimate goal to aim for. You could get what you want without having to go through a bunch of changes, which I feel is working things out amicably or working things out agreeably or managing to work things out to where they work in your favor and they don't cheat anyone else or anything like that. But let's see what the spiritual advice here is going to say from all of the decks that I'm going to pull from. So I'm pulling from the Angel Tarot cards and the Angel Oracle cards, and then I'm going to pull from a few other decks, a few other decks, because I like to give the most spiritual insight as much as possible. And this says big happy changes. So yeah, it's possible that you can get what it is that you want without having to go through a ton of changes. Okay. Just try to be, you know, as fair and balanced as possible, I think. Open-minded. Let's see if I get one more from this deck. And you got forgiveness here. See? You got forgiveness. That could be forgiveness between parties, or that could be forgiveness, you know, you learning to forgive yourself for any mistakes or errors you made, or others forgiving you, or you forgiving each other, making amends, being peaceful, having compassion towards one another, if it's involving other people. If it's just involving you and any mistakes you felt you've made, then like I said, it's self-forgiveness. But let's see what the Angel Tarot cards has to say. So you got the Ace of Water, which is the Ace of Cups, and that's like a new, beautiful beginning, new, like this big blessing, this new opportunity. It's also a refreshed, it's like a refreshed attitude or a fresh mood, a fresh outlook on life, you know, but it's definitely a new opportunity in some form. And so the card is saying that falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition. And for some of you, it could be a new home or something. I've always looked at that card where it could also be like a new relationship or a new career, anything, but it's something that definitely would be big and positive, that would be an open door, open opportunity that gives you a whole new fresh outlook in life. So let's see what other cards here, because I'm running out of room to shuffle. And so you got the Seven of Air. Okay, be careful of feeling like you're be careful of thinking you're being cheated in any form, or be careful of thinking anybody's being sneaky or whatever. You know, Seven of Air is usually, or Seven of Swords is usually about somebody thinking somebody is being sneaky or cheating or underhanded or whatever. And that goes back to that Five of Swords. So don't you be underhanded or sneaky, or, you know, or trying to cheat anybody or anything. And don't let anybody do this to you either, but try to work things out peacefully. Try to work things out agreeably, amicably, as much as fair as possible, whatever, regardless of whatever you felt before or circumstances. But it says plans that need revision, more going on than, you know, what meets the eye. And it may be poor timing if there's something that you're hoping for or expecting. And wow, you guys, you really got to be careful with your energy, because some of these cards, these tarot cards that are coming out, is really showing me your energy. You get the Nine of Air here. So to me, I feel like you guys are really feeling bad about the situation, or you're really struggling with your feelings and emotions in regards to the situations. Some of you, I'm picking up guilt. Others of you, I'm just kind of picking up a sense of sorrow, sadness, disappointment. Like I said, regret. That's already been presented here with the Five of Cups. You know, you guys, just be careful of allowing that energy to consume you, because I feel like it's, for some of you, you've been allowing it to consume you, and it's been affecting your physical health, your well-being overall, and it's been affecting your ability to really get anything done or accomplished. It's affecting your ability to move forward and actually gain new opportunities or new perspective, or really be able to make the most out of the situation for yourself. But it's pointing out that you're expecting the worst. You're creating self-fulfilling prophecies, and you're causing yourself sleepless nights, which that can't be helping in any form. So I'm sorry, I gotta take a sip, you guys. Please be aware of how your energy is impacting your life. Don't play victim. Even if you think you are, get out of the victim mode mentality, because it will do nothing for you except allow you to be consumed in all these negative feelings and negative emotions, and just caught up in a bunch of negativity that you cannot find your way out of. It will darken your vision and your sight and your ability to clearly see the situation from a rational perspective and be able to make the wise or intelligent decisions that you need to make in order to get out of, you know, that bad predicament or whatever it is that you feel you got yourself caught up in, or whatever it is you felt happened to you already. You want to be able to heal from it and move forward, but you can't do it if you are holding on to regrets, holding on to this person or this situation, this person did this to you, or this situation happened to you, it's not fair, yada yada. You have got to clear that out. You've got to release that. You got to let that go. Otherwise, you won't be able to see that there is hope for better for you. Okay? Something may have not worked out, or something may have not been working in your favor, but it doesn't mean that something still can't work in your favor, that something can't work out, or that there isn't something better. There may very well be something better for you just waiting, but you're not opening yourself up to it because you're not able to come out of this energy or make a decision or whatever, because you're in your feelings or something still. Let me and I understand that. I definitely understand that. Trust me. Let's see what other cards are presented here. And then I got to move on to the next reading, because I told you guys this would be extensive. So hopefully you did, you know, click on the 3 dots at the top right hand corner of the screen. And if you don't see 3 dots, touch the screen or whatever. You'll see 3 dots, and that's if you're using your mobile phone. Then you will see speed settings, and then 1.5x and 2x. Okay? You guys learn how to make this work to your advantage. So this is telling you to just laugh, but because it was in reverse, it's telling me that you're not allowing yourself to just relax and enjoy and see the light humor in situations. Sometimes things are going to pop up and spring up on you that you weren't expecting to happen. But heck, you got to just be willing to say, you know what? Heck, I didn't see that was going to come at all. But you know what? Hey, life throws curveballs at you. And you just got to be able to just relax and be a little more lighthearted and just understand that's just life. Just laugh. Just laugh and just, or if it's not that, you are being told that you need to get some laughter going so that you can get those endorphins going, so that you can uplift your mood and get out of this depression or anxiety or worry or fear or whatever this is. It's a positive way of distracting yourself. So look at some comedy, you know, maybe hang out with some friends and have a good time and laugh. You need some laughter in your life. And this says, say no. Okay, there's something that may be presented to you, or something that may be proposed to you that you may not want, or you may not be sure if it's going to be in your favor, or something that you really can benefit from, or something that really will truly be for your greatest good. You're being told to say no. Okay. And in a lot of regards, that's just meaning you don't have to accept anything that you feel is not working out for you. Okay. You don't have to accept anything that you feel isn't going to make sense for you. Because you may be presented with something that's less than what you feel you deserve, or less than what it is you actually want. Let me see if there's one more to get from this deck. Okay, is that it? And this says to reach out. Reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out, especially if you need help getting through this, or you need help, period. Or if you're just feeling kind of loneliness, reach out. You have a bright future ahead. You have a bright future, so stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. And And then you have the Heart's Desires card, and it's telling you the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Final card. This is the Deception card. So it's telling you that someone is wearing a false self mask in this situation. Okay, either you're wearing that false self mask and you're trying to put on these airs that it's all good, no worries, yada yada, or you're so brave or whatever, or somebody else is doing it, or you are all doing this. Be able to see past those masks. Okay, and if you're wearing a mask, meaning you're putting on this big front, you know, like it's all good or everything is okay, or you don't care and this and that, stop doing it, because it doesn't benefit you, and I sense it's not benefiting anybody else. But also be aware that somebody else may be showing you that they don't care, or that they're not, or that they may be showing you one thing. No matter what the situation is, they may be showing you one thing, but it really could be a whole nother way that they feel, or a whole nother way, period, to that situation. Okay, so be aware of that. Somebody's not being very forthcoming. That could be you, them, or everybody involved. So I'm going to move on, you guys, to the next reading. Please let me know how you like that reading. Hit the like button. Please subscribe if you aren't already. If you want to know when other readings are coming out, and hit that notification bell. You guys, I appreciate you being here, and check out the other readings on my channel. I have other pick a card readings that are timeless. I have other like zodiac readings that are timeless. Those messages are meant for whenever you come across them. I also have the readings for the collective, meaning no matter what sign you are, it's general energy, and those are timeless as well. And I also have life coaching readings. Readings that are meant to help guide you guys, or help you guys heal and recover from whatever situations you guys have been going through, or whatever. And so I am now going to move on forth to the next reading. So I got Tangerine out of the way. I'm going to put that over here. Right there. And now I'm going to get to the 8-ball. And let me, so this is the 8-ball group, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, like I told the others from the very start, my readings tend to be on the lengthy side. So please do check out the top right hand corner of your screen, which if you click on it, you should see the 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots, click on speed settings, and either click on 1.5x or 2x so that you can hear this reading in half the amount of time and still be able to hear everything. And that's if you're using a cell phone or mobile phone or whatever. If you're not using that, then look for the speed settings somewhere around the video. And that's just my recommendation. You don't have to do it. It's just something I recommend so that you get the benefit of the full reading without feeling like, oh, this. All my readings are somewhat extensive, not because I talk to a lot of cards and I really like to get down to the bottom of the situation and give really good spiritual advice as much as possible. Okay, so let me get this shuffling. And you guys, there are other readings on my channel that are timeless. That's all I do on my channel anymore, is timeless readings, meaning whenever you come across the reading is when it should resonate for you, okay? Because the spiritual world sees time very differently than we do. Just take what resonates, and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is, because there's so many of you out there in the collective that it's going to pick up on some things for others and others for others, okay? So take what resonates and what doesn't. And I strongly encourage that you only watch one reading so that you're not getting any confusion or any mixed messages, unless you feel absolutely drawn to watch more than one reading. Otherwise, Please like and subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm doing other readings or when they release or when I'm doing lives, because sometimes I do lives. And please comment and let me know how the reading resonates for you, because I like to hear from you guys. Okie doke. So, as I am shuffling, I feel calm. I feel serene. And the reason why I'm bringing this up to you is because when I shuffle cards, I feel energy. Okay? And that's telling me a lot. Some of you guys are in a calm, serene mood. But I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you're at peace in your situation. You're at peace with whatever is. You're at peace with life. You are finally seeing things for the way they are. You are just clearly looking through a clear lens, no filter. And you're appreciating this or learning to appreciate the beauty that really exists in life, okay? So that's my intuitive take, but take what resonates and what doesn't. Like I said, leave it where it is, because some of you may be experiencing that, others of you may not, but that's the energy I gathered from the cards while I was shuffling them. But the first card that came out, and keep in mind that I'm going to be pulling a lot of cards from a lot of different decks. So the more cards I pull, the more I'm going to get for the narrative for the reading. And I will also be doing spiritual advice here. Okay, so stick around for it. First card that came out was the Now in reverse. Okay, and that's because you guys, you're choosing to see things for the way they really are. You are choosing to see reality. You are choosing to not be blind. You're choosing to be in touch with who you are is what I'm hearing for some of you, and just be in touch, period. Some of you, I feel like you have tuned into the spiritual world, and it's showing you so much. It's showing you so much. But let's see what else is going to come out of this particular deck. Man, a lot of cards, a lot of cards. Whoa, okay. All right, so it's funny because I said some of you are tuned into the spiritual world, and it's showing you a whole lot. There you go, psychic awareness. Psychic awareness. You got creativity. So what I noted about my creativity card is that this person is jumping for joy, but they're expressively doing so, and they're enjoying themselves. Some of you really could be into, some of you could be enjoying music, creating music, making music, painting, drawing, or whatever, really getting creative and expressing yourselves. Some of you could be into dance, or you enjoy dancing, or you have been, some of you could have just been out having a good time or desiring to do so. Some of you are just really being creative, period. But you have the Death card here. So something is either going to transition for you, or something is transitioning, or something is coming to an end. It could be something like something is truly just being burnt down, like something is leaving you vulnerable. And I feel like it's the truth. I feel like it's the truth. You really getting to see things for the way they really are. And it's allowed you to become more vulnerable. I feel like it could be things that once was a falsehood, or once was a mystery, shedding away. Because this card doesn't always mean something horrible happening, though it could. I feel like in this case there is like this whole transitioning happening for you, or shedding a layer that finally needs to be shedded. Something ending that maybe it was long overdue. Now you also had the Appreciation card that came out. And I feel like I need to get another card because to keep this whole thing balanced out. But you really, I feel like you're learning to appreciate life, and you're learning to appreciate others. You're giving credit where credit is due. You're acknowledging the positives in life. You're acknowledging others who are really truly there for you. And I feel like others are starting to appreciate you as well, and recognize you for your goodness and your efforts and your beauty and things like that. And it's mutually shared. It's good energy. It's good vibes is what I'm getting. Interesting enough, the Acceptance card flies out in reverse. And but it falls on the death card. I strongly always pay attention to where cards fall out and why they fall out, because it says a lot to me, intuitively, but also as a reader. So I feel like what's being put to an end, or put to what you're transitioning out of, is this feeling of like you don't belong, or this feeling like you aren't accepted. You're moving away from that negative energy. You're moving away from that dark energy. You could literally be seeing changes going on in your life where once it may have felt like you just didn't feel like others recognized you, saw you, appreciated you, or appreciate anything you do or did or whatever. Maybe you could have been being that way towards others, but whatever the case is, that energy is being shed, put to rest, burnt down, pulled away, but it leaves you very much so vulnerable and exposed, because you're finally being seen, and you're finally and when others start showing you attention or showing you love, people don't realize it, but it does put you in a vulnerable place, because there's a risk that if that attention goes away, for many, they can't handle that. They become sad again, or they become codependent on that to some extent. That's not everybody. Some people have learned to rise above that and understand that they don't need others to accept them. They need to accept themselves. And it could be you learning to accept yourself, and that could have caused you to have to become vulnerable, or it could have came from you becoming vulnerable. So this also could be self-acceptance as well, you guys. It's not always you know, acceptance by others or appreciation by others. Sometimes it's just learning to love and appreciate yourself. So let's see what else is presented here. Uh-oh. Victim card. Victim card. You guys. I want to pull one more card from this other deck. So, why you guys have the victim card? And I want to clarify that card, because it's so bizarre here that this card's falling out. Why you got the acorn card? It's possible that you guys are putting an end to rejecting certain kinds of behavior that causes you to become victims. Meaning, I feel like you guys could be cleaning up your act here, and also shutting others down who deceive you in any form. Meaning, you are learning to protect yourself and not allow yourself to be as vulnerable as you were before. Therefore, you're not any longer accepting people taking advantage of you. Now I know why that's there. So I don't no longer need to clarify it, but I'm going to clarify it with one of my tarot cards anyway, because I said I would, so I'm going to do it, stick to it. But that's what I just got from that. That's what I just got from that. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, y'all. That's a good thing. Yes. That love kicking in. You know what I'm saying? No longer allowing others to take advantage of you. No longer accepting behaviors that allow you to feel like the victim. Because you could have been feeling a victim of other people taking advantage, mistreating you, giving you hassles, whatever, cheating you, whatever. You also could have been feeling like I said, you weren't accepted, and that made you feel bad in some form. But no more of that. That's coming down. That's ending. You're coming out of that. You're ending that. That's a good thing. Okay, so there's some risk here. I feel like there's a risk for you to, you could be wanting to reach out to others, but you're not sure if they're going to reach back. Or you could be wanting to take this leap, and you're hoping others are going to help catch you, or help support you, or help you make it or get through it, and you're not sure if they're going to really come through for you or not in that regard. So that, take what resonates with that, okay? Take what resonates with that and leave it. If it doesn't make sense, leave it. I don't know if somebody's falling in love or what. somebody may, not everybody, but somebody may be experiencing that, because the feelings that I'm picking up, the energy I'm picking up, it just feels good, but it feels euphoric. And the last I recall feeling like that was, it was somebody I was dating, and we kissed, and it felt like somebody sprinkled magical fairy dust on me. And it was a really good euphoric feeling. And it's like something I'm picking up, you know. I'm picking that up. But that's not going to apply to everybody. That's just not. That might be one or two people out here that I'm picking that energy up strong from. But and that may be the risk. Like, you don't want to take any risk to get your heart broken ever again or something like that. I don't know. But you guys know 100% what it is that you're experiencing or feeling. There we go. I'm just here to get the narrative and then present the spiritual advice for it. Okay, so confusion in reverse. You're coming out of confusion, and it fell on the psychic awareness card because, like I said earlier, you guys are getting more in tune to the spiritual realm, the spiritual world, hearing your angel guides, hearing God speak to you, hearing your higher spiritual self speak to you, following, trusting your heart. You're gaining so much psychic insight and psychic awareness. You're no longer shrouded in confusion and cloudiness. That's beautiful. So you're more able to clearly discern what's good for you and what isn't good for you. That discernment is getting stronger, you guys. It's causing you to get wiser. Let's see what other energy is presented for this particular story and narrative. You're not in contemplation mode. So you're not really sitting, taking any time to think. I feel like you're more so doing. You're not allowing yourself to be caught up, I'm hearing, in a fairy tale or whirlwind of these ideas or something. That's not for everybody. That's for somebody. It also is possible that some of you want to enjoy yourself, but you're not really able to get the pleasures out of life that you want, but you are aiming for it, though. You're aiming for it. So if you weren't able to enjoy life more and get more pleasure out of life, you're definitely looking for creative ways on how you can do so, how you can enjoy your life more, how you can get what it is that you want out of life and find more pleasure and enjoyment in your life. Yeah, and there you go again. You got another psychic awareness card, another discernment card, another card that's telling me that your third eye is definitely kicking in. You're definitely getting you're definitely getting some downloads. You're getting some downloads, spiritual downloads and stuff, and you're just more able to clearly see things spiritually, intuitively, you know, and I feel like you're able to just see, period, even from a rational perspective. You're no longer blinded by the things you were blinded by before. That's a really good thing. Blind no more. Blind no more. Anything else to come from this? One more. Let's see what that is. Okay. Coffin card, though. There's something, though, that you're not letting, that you're not completing letting go, or something you're completely not shutting the door on, or something you're not completely ending. Though, I don't know if you really need to do this and you know it, or you see a window of opportunity where there could be more. But let's see what else is being presented here. That one just popped straight forward. So you got the Mother card. This is a nurturing card, and it fell in creativity. So you are nurturing, you're nurturing your opportunity to enjoy more out of life. You're nurturing your opportunity to get more out of life. You could be seeking to be nurtured. You could be seeking to nurture. Some of you could literally be seeking to become a parent. finally, you know. And if you already have children, you may be wanting to have more children, even if it's just 1 or 2 more. Though I'm hearing 2 more for somebody. Somebody may already be pregnant though, but I feel like it's nurturing. It's like nurturing who you are and nurturing who you choose to be, nurturing your life, nurturing, enjoying more, getting more out of your life. Let's see if there's anything else here. Okay, so the Inquirer card falls sideways. I feel like some of you guys are seeking to find out more about who you are. And I feel like it's possible that somebody else may be trying to figure out more of who you are, and therefore they may be trying to go to psychics to find out. But I feel like this has more to do with your awareness of yourself and who you are. Okay, these others flipped up. So you got liberation in reverse and the moon. So I feel like I said, you guys could be feeling situation and feeling like you didn't have any room to do the things you want to do, or room to be yourself, the freedom to be yourself, or just you had been feeling stuck in a situation that just didn't allow you to feel happy or free, and you're using your intuition, your discernment to try to figure out, how can I get out of this? Either that's already happened or this is what's happening now. You're seeking your freedom and you're using your discernment, your intuition, you know, to figure this out. Okay, so let me pull another card for insight using the vice versa tarot. Oops, that did not want to shuffle. All right, there we go. What other energy is presented here? Give me a card, give me a card, give me a card, or else I'm going to pull one. There we go. Haha. This is nice. So there's something strongly within your grasp that you're going to reach for. If you hadn't already reached for it, you're going to reach for it. Some of you are already reaching for it. It's big abundance and prosperity. It's a new valuable opportunity that you are going to reach for and gain. Or some of you may have already received. It could be a lot of money. It could be a new job or career opportunity. It could be a really valuable relationship or commitment that you want, partnership, whatever. It could be anything. It even can be prosperity in your health. Whatever this is, you're reaching for it. You're gonna get it, or you have already reached for it and you're gaining it. It's big. It's a big, beautiful, abundant type of situation with a lot of prosperity to it. And let me see what any, like, I kind of have this feeling of what your obstacles and challenges already are here, because I said so much has been presented. But let's see what the tarot cards say about any obstacles or challenges you may actually have. And then I will pull an outcome card. These cards feel like they're almost slipping me. hard to grasp and they're almost slipping me. So you guys could be feeling like something is hard to grasp and it's almost slipping you. Take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it is. And you guys, I hope you clicked on the speed settings or whatever and put it on 1.5x or 2x. If you're looking at this from your cell phone, click your screen at the top right hand corner and then look for those 3 dots and then click on speed settings 1.5x or 2x. That gets you through reading a whole lot faster, because I said this in the beginning, but I'm aware that you guys, sometimes people like to fast forward because they're in a rush, but that's the way to get through the reading and hear everything. Also, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell if you want to know when other readings are coming out, and especially when I'm doing lives. And definitely let me know how this reading is resonating for you or not, because it really matters to me to know how these readings are resonating for you and how they're working out. And don't forget to check out the other videos on my channel. I have life coaching videos to help you guys get through situations and to help encourage and uplift and empower you guys. But I also have other timeless readings, pick a card readings, zodiac tarot readings, and also readings for the collective. And they're all timeless, because whenever you come across this message or whatever is when you were meant to get it. Okay. King of Wands in reverse. This is in your obstacles. This is in your challenges. Okay. That's telling me that you guys either are lacking passion or enthusiasm, in lacking leadership, in the ability to really push forth somehow in a situation, or you are allowing yourself to be negative in some form. Though I don't get this. I don't entirely get this. It could be somebody else that has this energy, that could be like failing to really be as mature or as respectful as they need to be. Because a king of wands is someone that is, they're smug, they're arrogant, they carry influence, but they don't use that influence to benefit everybody. They only use it to benefit themselves, you know. They can be narcissistic. They can be very selfish and self-serving, those kind of things. Gossipy, talk about people. They can be rude, squander, whatever. They just have they just don't have, they can even be temperamental, you know, get upset really easily, those kind of things. So either those are characteristics that you have somehow been experiencing, or it's somebody else with that energy that's influenced the situation. It could also be a fire sign that is just being negative. That also could be influencing your situation as well. Okay. This is the obstacle. This is the challenge. Either this energy is energy you're exuding or somebody else's, or this is a fire sign that's just a negative person that is influencing the situation, and that's a challenge. Somehow you need to get past that, or get past them, or whatever. Either they're in the way, or your attitude, a self-defeating attitude, is in the way. It's one or the other. But you guys could be seeing this, you know, and maybe this is what you're trying to get past, you know. I don't know, but let's see what your outcome is. Let's see what your outcome is. You know, I don't know why, but I want to clarify that King of Wands. So before I pull the outcome card, I'm going to clarify that King of Wands in reverse real quick. And I also said I was going to clarify that victim card. So I'm going to clarify both of these. I'm going to clarify both of them. Let me clarify both of them. I feel like if there was somebody that was making you feel like a victim in some form, taking advantage of you, mistreating you, playing games, tricking you, deceiving you, whatever, it could be a King of Wands in reverse. Somebody with those traits that I mentioned before that were negative, or it's somebody that is a fire sign in reverse, which would be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Or you have self-defeating thoughts and attitudes that could be, and even moods that could be causing you to not think or see clearly to where you take accountability in the situation, and therefore, you know, allowing yourself to feel like a victim. Because sometimes people feel like a victim, but it doesn't mean they always are. It's all about perception and really being willing to look at the situation for what it is. Now, some of you actually really could, like I said, have been taken advantage of in your actual situation by someone with those negative characteristic traits that I mentioned before, or a fire sign in reverse. You know, a fire sign that's negative. So you guys, you take what resonates and leave anything else that doesn't make sense for you, okay? But let me just go ahead and clarify. So this is about, yeah, this is definitely about some kind of conflict. It could be some arguments, some fights, some disagreements, or some, you know, something that's not, something that you're not seeing eye to eye on here. But it's definitely showing conflict. It's definitely showing drama in some form, either with this person or within yourself. So it's either self-conflict or it's conflict with someone else, which could be somebody with, like I said, the negative characteristics or the negative fire sign. Let me see if I can get another card. And they're not being generous. They're not being kind. They're not being fair or balanced in the situation. Maybe they're not looking out for you and they're just looking out for themselves. Or maybe, you know, maybe, like I said, if this is you, then the conflict or the self-conflict is maybe you're not giving enough or being generous enough. But if it's with somebody else, then it's somebody else here has not been fair, and they have not been giving enough in the situation, or they haven't been too kind or generous or whatever. And that's where the conflict is coming from. Somebody's not giving more of themselves. And they don't have any regret about this. And if it's you, then you don't have any regrets about this. Okay? So that's the challenge. That's the challenge. You know, you could have been stuck on, or still being stuck on, whoever this person is that was negative, no matter if they had those characteristic traits that I mentioned before, or if they're a fire sign. And I could just, you know, call them a narcissist, whatever you want to call them. But, you know, you couldn't see eye to eye. You couldn't get along. You couldn't agree. There are fights, conflicts, disagreements, arguments, whatever. And it's all about the fact that somebody wasn't being fair. There wasn't any, you know, they weren't giving enough of themselves, or whatever it may be. And, you know, either they don't feel any regret about this, you know, or whatever. And that could be bothering you, you know. But you got to get past that, because you can't control how other people feel, or how other people see things, or how other people behave. And, you know, if you allow yourself to get stuck or caught up on that, you won't be able to heal, and you won't be able to move forward and receive whatever blessings that would be coming to you elsewhere. Okay? Yeah. You don't really need to hold on to this. If it's you that's been feeling self-conflicted because you feel like you haven't been giving enough, maybe you haven't been nurturing enough. Like I said, it could be somebody else that wasn't nurturing enough, but maybe you weren't giving enough, and you're kind of like, well, I don't regret it, but maybe you need to regret that you didn't give enough to the situation because it caused conflict, you know. But take it how it resonates for you, because, you know, this reading isn't going to resonate 100% for everybody. So it's either one narrative or it's the other. And there's some details that are going to make sense for you guys, whereas, you know, for others, it just won't. Okay. So I want an outcome card, though, for you guys. So let me shuffle for that outcome card. Actually, let me use my other deck. I'm just going to use my other deck for an outcome card. That way I know it's no cards missing from the deck to shuffle with. because I want all the potential outcomes here. You know, I'm going to close my window. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. Let me close my window. Oh, there we go. Sorry, y'all. It's a little cold, And I think my cat came in here or something. Got my window. All right. Woo, move up. Okay. Wow. All right, so there's like all these cards here that fell out sideways. So let's go with it. Let's go with it. All right, so 4 of Cups, feeling bored or disappointed or feeling like it's no different than anything else or like it's not enough, okay? And this is for outcome. And you got Knight of Swords in reverse, which is saying, therefore, you're not moving forward in the situation because it doesn't look or feel different than what it was before, or you're feeling like whatever options presented to you is not any different than it was before, or just feel like the situation wasn't any different than before, or being disappointed or bored. Okay, so therefore not rushing in, into this, not rushing into this or being too quick to make any moves. But with the 10 of Pentacles here, there's clearly some sort of abundance here. There's clearly some sort of prosperity here and blessings here and something to really inherit or take from this situation, or receive from it that is going to be of a lot of value and benefit. And it could be a happy family situation that leads to long term, that leads to children and grandchildren and generational wealth. It could be inheriting some big money in some form, some blessings in some form. And it just depends on which one it is that you're looking for. But also, and you have this whole thing where I think you will be able to find yourself stable and secure and able to save and accrue whatever it is that you obtain or whatever, or earn or receive as blessings. But be careful to not be stubborn or stingy, okay? Because it's hard to receive blessings when you're not open. So you can't receive a blessing if your hand is closed. Your hand has to be open, right? So make sure you're open enough with your energy, and that you're not being too stubborn or that you're not turning away potentially good opportunities because you are stuck on previous past energy, okay? Because you don't want to turn something new or turn something away that could potentially start over or refresh yourself because you're still worried about the past in terms of, oh, I was taken advantage of, yada, yada, yada. And I'm not blowing it off. I'm just saying be aware of your hang-ups. Be aware of the things that you still need to work on so that you're not cheating yourself or not missing out on something because you're still stuck in old energy. Now, clearly it's showing that you're able to see things a whole lot more clearly. You're finally starting to see the love, the appreciation, or you're starting to at least receive the recognition that you deserve or whatever. You could be trying to, be more open yourself, but just make sure that, you're in a healthy state where you can take risk so that you can stand a chance to gain the positive things that you want out of your situation or out of your life. Okay. So spiritual insight and advice from my oracle cards and things. You got helpful people. You may not think there's anybody around that could be of help to you, but there is. And you got abundance. So clearly you're being shown here that there is something valuable to obtain here. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. That's another big abundance card, a big prosperity card. Let's see what the Angel Tarot cards have to say in terms of advice or whatever, spiritual advice or insight. Okay. I'm waiting for one to pop, but if it doesn't, I'll just pull one. There's one to fall right there. And that is Page of Fire. Page of Fire. So there's some sort of communication or something that may occur in some form. It's also pointing out outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous type of energy. But it's pointing out news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. Use your genius in some form. You have Page of Air. Wow. So somebody's watching and observing. You may be watching, observing. I feel like it's telling you you need to be observant and be watching and stuff like that. And know that maybe others might be observing and watching you. It's logical, honest, impulsive and curious type of energy. And it's pointing out challenging information may present itself. Delays or changes to plans may occur. Truth might even be delivered without tact. Just be prepared for that. Don't take it as a negative. Just be prepared. And you have Four of Fire, okay, and you have Knight of Earth. So you have loyal, dedicated, honorable kind of energy being presented here. But you're being told here, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. And you have a guardian angel around you. Okay. You have, and also something that I like to point out, Knight of Earth. It's like somebody is going to offer you, deliver or offer you something, make a valuable offer to you in some form, okay? Or you may receive some sort of money or some sort of opportunity or something that holds value to you in some form, It can even be someone offering to commit in some form or whatever, but whatever it is that holds value to you. Oh, that's my alarm. Let me drag this one out. Oops. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so and with that Four of Fire, that's a card of success. It's a card of security, and it's an abundance card. Okay, it's even sometimes a marriage card or commitment card. But it's pointing out contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. And so this says change the scenery. If you don't like the way things look, you have the right to get your hands dirty, paint. And when I say get your hands dirty, be willing to get more involved in your situation, get more involved in your life to make the changes that you want to see to make things look more to your liking or desire. Now, some things you may not be able to change because everything is not within your control, but do what you can. And a lot of times change the scenery could mean move. So maybe move to another location, move to another place, look for another job, or take a trip or something, or a vacation or whatever. Maybe even redecorate or renovate, where you are or whatever it is. Just change the scenery however you can. And sometimes it's just the simple things, putting up a picture, painting the walls a different color or something, or decorating or whatever. But let's see what other advice is presented here. Rebel, okay? Do what you want to do. You ain't got to fall in line with what everybody else expects you to do. Be true to yourself, okay? Be true to yourself. Take bite-sized steps. You don't have to keep up with everybody else and what they're doing. Take your time. And this says step away from the crowd. This is another rebel card, okay? This is telling you, go your own way. Do your own thing. Don't be a sheep. Don't be easily herded in like all the rest. Go your own way. Stand out. Do you, okay? Think for yourself. That is the biggest think for yourself card, and not just like allow yourself to be told this is the way things are, this is the way things are going to go, and you got to follow along with it because everybody else is. No, you don't have to do that. All right. A few more cards, and that will complete it. A few more cards, y'all. Let's see what else is being presented here. So you got two of them there. Where's the other? And so you have true love. Okay. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. I also feel like this is about blessings as well. Okay. But you also have the bright future card, okay, and which is telling you stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Okay, everything is going to be fine. And she looks like she is happy and has so much peace, and that's what I felt in the very beginning of this reading while I was shuffling cards. So that energy is it's there for you guys. If you don't feel it yet, it's coming. I don't know why so many of these fell out. And it says calling in your soulmate, calling in your destiny is also how I feel about this card when I'm doing a general reading. But it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together or bring you closer to your greatest desires in this life, okay? Worth waiting for, whatever this is that you want or desire in your life is worth waiting for. It says divine timing is at work in your life, period. In reconciliation, okay, there is someone in your situation, be it now or from the past, that is going to return back into your life or back into the situation. And you may make peace with one another. You know, there may be some apologies, or at least having a heart-to-heart talk and discussion, hashing it out, whatever, making amends in some form, making peace, you know. And it doesn't always mean you're getting back together. You could very well get back together with somebody, or team back up, or get back involved in something or with someone. In some cases, you just make peace to move forward. In some cases, you make peace to try again, okay? And final advice cards. Writing. Some of you may need to do some writing. It'll help you heal. It can help inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. And then your heart's desires, this is coming out again to me about your heart's desires. It says the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Okay, so that is your reading, 8-ball group. I'm going to put this over here. And I would love to hear from you guys how this reading resonated for you. So please comment and let me know. Please hit the like button if you like this reading. If you're new, please consider subscribing so that you can know when other readings are coming out. If you think you may like the readings I'm doing on my channel. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for still being here with me. And you guys, make sure you hit the notification bell if you want to know when new readings are coming out. And don't forget to check out all the other readings that are on my channel that are also timeless. Pick a card readings, zodiac, timeless zodiac, tarotscope readings, and the collective tarotscope readings, and the life coaching readings. Not life coaching readings, but the life coaching videos. Definitely check out the life coaching videos, because my goal is not only to just do these readings and help you gain insight into your situations, but I also want to make sure that I am helping you guys, you know, work with the energy, work with your situations, heal, you know, to help you guys heal, grow, improve, become more true to yourselves and your goals in life. Just to help you guys, period. You know, I'm here to help. And so check those reading, you know, check not only those readings out, but check out the life coaching videos, because it matters to me a lot to do those for you guys. So I'm going to move on to the final reading here, which will be for the cube group people. The cube group people here. This is your reading. All right. This is your reading. Okay. So let's see what energy is presented here for the cube group people. Let me grab a drink real quick. All right. Okay, for the cube group people, what is the energy being presented for you guys? Priorities. Priorities, you guys. Priorities. You guys may be focused on your priorities. What is the most important thing for you to do? Hopefully you guys are not running away from priorities, but I feel like you guys may be trying to run this race or run this marathon, trying to accomplish everything. And let's see what else is being presented here. What else is being presented? What other energy is here for you guys? Self-esteem, sideways. Creativity in reverse. I pay attention to the direction of these cards, you guys, because it says a whole lot to me. Wow. Oh, okay. Death card. I'm gonna put that there. New life in reverse. Decisions in the upright. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's enough. Though I kind of feel like there's one more. I don't know why I feel like there's one more that needs to come out. But the more cards I pull from other, you know, different decks, the more of a picture that I'm getting here of what's going on. So there we go. Boredom. Boredom. I'm not surprised to see that for some reason. I'm really not. I hope you guys picked only one reading to watch, because like I said, if you pick more than one, it may confuse you, because there's different narratives to these stories. Now, if you strongly feel led to pick more than one reading, then please do so, but do not be mad at me if you're confused for any reason, okay? Though some of the energy is similar, I just always feel like just pick the reading that stands out to you the most, and you will receive the message and the spiritual advice that you truly need, okay? Now, before I get further into this reading, please, if you have a mobile phone or cell phone that you're watching this reading from, click on the top right-hand corner of your screen, look for the 3 dots, click on speed settings, then click on 1.5x or 2x so that you can see this reading in half the amount of time without missing one single detail. I will not sound like Minnie Mouse or Mickey Mouse. I will still sound normal. It just will talk faster. You don't have to do this, but I only recommend people do this because my readings they tend to be extensive, so they're a little long, but it's no excuse for not sticking it out and watching the reading, okay? Because I like to give the most details and the most advice possible spiritually that I can to really truly help people. I don't like leaving people in the dark. But all right, and make sure you check out the other readings on my channel. There are other timeless readings on my channel. Pick a cards, collective readings, zodiac readings. Whenever you come across the message is when it resonates. Okay, looking for the cards. So whatever resonates for you, Take it, what doesn't. So you guys, you got priorities that you focus on or need to focus on. You have decisions that you need to make. You could be pulled between more than one direction or more than one person. This could be causing you a lot of hassle, or it could just be causing you to feel confused possibly. Self-esteem, your confidence may be wavering. At moments and periods, you may feel fine and feel like you can do this or you can accomplish this or like you have what it takes. Other times it feels like you are doubting yourself, okay? If you're capable, if you are worthy or whatever. That's not good. You guys need to get strong in your confidence. You also are bored of whatever this is or bored of the situation. You could be wanting more from the situation or wanting to give more to it, but you just really don't feel like you have it to give, or you maybe feel like you're not receiving enough out of it. Okay, which is interesting because you have this lack of growth here with the growth card in reverse. So I'm looking at the fact that you guys also have the death card, which means either you want to end this or make a transitional period out of it, either for a new situation or you want to, I feel like for a lot of you, you want to end something for a new situation or for something better. Some of you, I just feel like you just have a transition or change that or transformation that you need to make, because the death card is all about transitions, transformations, and endings. Okay, so there's something that needs to change. Something, no matter what, it has to change, whether it ends or something has just got to be different here. Whether it's you, somebody else, or just whatever's happening in the situation. You have creativity in reverse. That's telling me you're not enjoying yourself. And it's also telling me that you may not be enjoying, you may not be knowing how to make the most out of this situation. Like you just don't have a clue. New life in reverse. You don't see any new opportunity, or you're struggling to get this new opportunity. Okay. Hopefully this is not a fertility issue for any of you. Okay. It's possible because I do see another card here where there is a child presented in some form, but I feel like for most of you it's just about a lack of opportunity, lack of growth, not really seeing things go where you want it to. So it's like stagnation, you know, and because when you see this kind of energy, it's like stagnation. It's just stagnant growth, you know, stuff going on here. Let me see if I can get any more cards from this deck, and then I'll move on to another deck to pull information from. I apologize for any of the cards that you cannot see, but there's going to be so many cards pulled that you're not going to be able to see them all anyway, but I'm trying to do the best I can here, you guys, to make the most of this. So, what other energy is being presented here? A lot of cards to flip up. Okay, so gratitude sideways. Even though you don't see this growth, or you're not seeing things go where you really want it to, or go to the level you would like to see it, or pay off the way you would like it, you're still trying to hang in there. You're still trying to make the most of it, though there are times when you're just like, I don't know if this is enough. I don't know if I can hang in there for this. You're trying though. Now I'm seeing somebody pregnant also on here. So there's somebody that it's not everybody, but there is somebody out there that may want to have a child, but you could be struggling to see this situation come about for you no matter what's going on. Okay. You got the service card here sideways. So like I said, I feel like you guys are trying to hang in there. You're trying to show your support. You may be needing others to show you support as well. Some of you may not feel well, or you may be having some medical issues or something. I pray that no one has died, because I'm seeing a death card, but I'm also seeing service. There's somebody here they're in a hospital bed, and I don't know if they're on their deathbed or if they are just not well and needing to be tended to. But whatever the case is, you guys, like I said, take it how it resonates. I hope nobody lost a child, okay? If you did, my greatest sympathies to you, my greatest empathy to you, because that is a hard thing to go through and deal with. But then you have the Perfection card sideways. So everything is not perfect here, obviously. But there's a struggle to entirely give to the situation. Maybe, like I said, a struggle with entirely appreciating the situation, and being able to truly be there or really give to it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody is not happy in their situation, and they're therefore rearranging their priorities because they don't know if this is the right situation for them anymore. They don't know if they can give to this anymore. They don't even know if they have what it takes to give to it. They may even be feeling like, do I deserve better or do I not deserve better? You know, they don't see anything coming from this. They don't know new opportunities, and it looks like it's coming to an end, or like things are definitely changing. And I'm hearing at a drastic pace, and you don't really know how to go about dealing with this. And it's affecting your life in some form, because I see a loss of joy for some reason, or just a lack of enjoyment or whatever. But you're trying to make the most of the situation, though you just don't feel you have much to give to it, or like you're able to give to it the way you may have been doing before, or like you are able to truly put out the effort and dedication that it requires, you know. So let me see what other energy is here, what other energy is being presented. Okay, so there's two cards here that fell out. The cave. So this is depressing. This even could be causing you to feel dragged down, tired, and drained. Okay, and now card in reverse is really odd. I've never seen that happen before. So I feel like you're stuck in the past. I don't feel like you're living in the present moment. I feel like there's past unenjoyment or something or whatever. I don't feel like you're in the present. I don't feel like you're in the present moment, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't feel like you're able to really be present. Okay? I feel, and present could also be like be there. So maybe you're not able to be there for somebody. Maybe you're not able to be there for someone. Maybe you're not able to be all that you need to be in the situation, because you're not all there. Like, that's what I'm getting. You're not all there. You're definitely, you could be hiding out. You could be withdrawing, you know what I'm saying, and not really wanting to deal with anybody or deal with anyone or deal with anything. You could be literally depressed, having anxiety, sad, or just literally drained, and just like, man, I can't be there right now. I don't have anything to give, you know, to the situation. Oh, you guys, I don't like hearing that, but I understand these things happen, though. I understand this is how people sometimes feel in their situations. Like I said, I really empathize with you guys. You may even be feeling, somebody might even be feeling embarrassed or ashamed, so they don't even want to be seen or something, you know. You don't have the skills to nurture this situation. Okay, you could be feeling like you don't have the skills to nurture the situation. You could also be feeling like you don't know how to make this happen. If you want to have a child and you've been, you know, wanting to have one or struggling to have one, you may not know how to go about this. Somebody also could be feeling like they don't have parenting skills. Okay, but for the most part, it's about you don't feel like you have what it takes to nurture the situation, or you don't have the skills to handle or nurture the situation or whatever. Okay, you don't have the skills or the discipline to tend to it. Let's see what other energy is presented here. You also could be feeling like you don't have, like I said, it comes back to maybe you don't know how to manage or take care of things the way, like, a mother is so typically, a mother is seen as somebody who she can be all things to everyone and literally knows how to multitask and literally knows how to get everything done and knows how to care for everyone, including herself, but at times maybe neglecting herself and self-sacrificing to make sure everybody else is good, you know. And she's often appreciated for that. But you guys can be feeling like you don't have the ability to multitask. You just don't have it at all. You don't have the ability to give and nurture to so many things or to others or even all of it, you know. A lot of times moms don't get the credit that they deserve for being all that they are to so many and being able to do everything that they do, and they pull this juggling and balancing act off like it's nothing, but it's not nothing, you know. And people, they eventually see this, you know, when they really look at it and look at what a mother or a mom does, or a parent, period. Okay, just a parent in general, you know, but especially like I said, moms. But let's see what other energy is being presented here, you guys. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you know that having discipline and being focused is something that you need to do or something you need to be, and you may be aiming for this. But you don't have the key on how to do it. You don't know how to do this. Okay. You feel like there's something missing here. You're missing that key. And it could be the discipline and the focus that you may desire to have. You may not entirely have it. Or you may want to obtain it, but you're not sure how to obtain it. Or you could be trying to gain the discipline and the focus to figure out how to work this out because you don't know how to work this out. You haven't figured that out. You're looking for the key, but you haven't found it yet. Okay, so you take that how it resonates, you guys. You could be trying to get whipped back into shape here, you know. Yeah, some of you may actually be trying to get fit, but you're not sure how you can do this and be able to maintain it and stay on board with it. That resonates for some of you. That won't resonate for all of you. Like I said, it's going to be different for some of you guys. You got this house here, okay? You got this house. You got the home. Maybe it's your home you're trying to manage. You know, maybe it's real estate you may be trying to manage. Maybe it's just desiring to have a more secure, stable life or whatever that you may be trying to manage, but you're just not quite able to get it the way you want it to, or get what it is you feel you want or deserve or desire. Maybe you're not sure if you deserve it or not, but this is also to me, beauty is beauty and it's romance in some form. It's kindness, it's generosity, because you give flowers to someone. You can collect flowers as well to appreciate the beauty of it. So you may want to make a beautiful home or a beautiful place or a beautiful life. Like I said, desire more security, but you just feel like you don't have that now, or you may not know how to obtain that. You may even want desire romance or something, and maybe, like I said, marriage and kids or something, but you don't know if you can have this, if you deserve it, or if you can give to it. Just take what resonates, what doesn't, leave it where it is. So let me get my vice versa tarot, and let's see what other details we can pull from the situation. And while I'm doing that, let me check my time. I have to maintain my time because I will have to go and take care of some things. But okay, so, and you guys, by the way, if you are experiencing issues with being able to achieve goals and things like that and be focused to achieve success in any form, there's a video that I did, life coaching one, on my channel. Look it up. It's called How to Achieve Goals and Success or whatever. So you might want to check that out. All right, so What other energy is being presented here in this reading? What else is here? You guys, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? I feel good. There's an energy vibe that I am getting, and I've gotten it since this last reading here, the one for the 8-ball. And that energy is carrying through. It's just good vibes, good energy. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's good energy. It almost feels pleasurable, but I'm getting it from like my head and mental space, if that makes any sense. You may not know what I'm talking about, but I just feel the need to bring that up because I don't know if you guys are, what you're experiencing, but maybe you may start to experience that, I don't know. But, okay. I wanted a card to pop. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to go ahead and pull one, go ahead and pull one. And I think that's what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull one because it didn't pop. And I prefer them to pop. There we go. Wow. All kind of cards. Okay. So, you guys, with the Magician in reverse like this, and this is like double reverse to me, you guys, I feel like you're acting hopeless. You're acting hopeless or feeling hopeless, and you got to come out of that because a Magician... Wait. Okay. For some reason, I thought this was the Magician. I apologize, but there is a reason I thought this was the Magician. And I feel like it really is because every time I mistake a card for another card, spiritually, I'm being shown one thing, even though something else came out, but I feel like it's a double message. You guys are not hopeless. You have the ability to use your skills, your strengths, your experience, your education, your wisdom, whatever it is you have at your disposal, you have the ability to literally utilize it and get creative. You have the ability to manifest and conjure up whatever this is that you want to achieve as an outcome or a goal. Okay, but you can't be sitting around feeling hopeless and feeling like, oh, I ain't got juice, I ain't got the magic, I ain't got the sauce, I don't have what it takes. Yes, you do, but you got to stop acting like you're hopeless or like you just simply can't do it, because that's the reason why your ships ain't coming in. This is actually the 3 of Wands, because I noticed the 3 and then I seen the Wands. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the 3 of Wands. I saw the Magician in reverse first, though. That was no coincidence. It never is when I do these readings. You acting like you can't do it and you don't have the ability to manifest it or the ability to make something happen is the reason why your ships ain't coming through. That's why you got the 3 of Wands in super reverse. This is super reverse because this is the vice versa tarot, meaning these cards have 2 sides. So not only is it on the reverse side, but then it's upside down, meaning it's even more reverse. This is showing hard ain't nothing coming through for you because you ain't doing what you could do. You too busy, and don't get mad at me, you too busy trying to live up to some expectation of this fancy, beautiful life, this perfect, fancy, beautiful, secure life that you want, that you think you can't live up to, or this fancy, beautiful, whatever that you're trying to live up to. Maybe your expectations are not realistic. Maybe you like I said, you're thinking too much in fantasy and you got to get out of your head. Okay? Because you got the perfection card sideways. This is telling me you think it takes all this perfection or all of this perfect this, or everything's got to be perfect for it to happen, or you feel like you got to be perfect for it to happen. You could be feeling like you have to give so much, but maybe you think you don't have it. But I don't, it's already showing that you're not in the present moment, meaning you're stuck in your head somewhere, either in the past or you're stuck in a fantasy world or a fairy tale world, and you're too busy worrying, hiding, feeling embarrassed, ashamed, or scared, or like I said, suffering anxiety attacks or something, or depression, or just keeping to yourself because you don't think you can do this, or you don't think you can give. And I get it, you're not all there. I get it. Everybody has had those moments where they're not all there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's had those moments where they knew they needed to be more disciplined or have more discipline focus, but you just didn't have it, or you just saw a lack of growth, or you're bored or something. But you guys, this situation is not hopeless. It's just it's like you're half giving up. And you're half giving up because I feel like you're exhausted, or you're tired, or you're not really clear where your priorities really should be. You could be thinking it's one thing, but it's not really what that is. Prime example, you could be bored, tired of your job, but it's your priority because it's your job, right? You got to pay them bills, and if you don't take care of your job or do your job, you're going to get fired. Some of you could just be feeling like you have literally attached your sense of self to your job. And that's where your self-esteem is wavering here. Like your job is not, or whatever this is that you're trying. You could be attaching your sense of self-esteem to the things you have even. And that's bad because your self-esteem will waver when those things don't go right. So when you're not performing your job as well, or you don't have the things that you think you should have, it will cause your self-esteem to wear on you. But you got a decision to make. I think you hate what you do, or you don't like what you love anymore, or you're no longer passionate about it. You don't feel like you have much to give to it. You're not all here. You're seeing a lack of growth. You could make this grow more, or you could, and you're lacking some kind of creativity as well with the creativity card reverse. You don't feel you have the new opportunities. I'm seeing that. Something is either needs to come to an end, or it is ending, or you're crashing and burning here. Some changes need to be made. Some transition needs to be had. You don't think you got the skills to nurture this. There's something that you're running from. Clearly, there's something you're running from. But you can't do this anymore. You can't do it, you guys. Like, you have to literally take this bull by the head. Figure out, what do you want to do? Who are you? Let's say if you want to do music. You love music. You always love music. But you feel like you got this job, or you have all these responsibilities, obligations, you know what I'm saying, that you're tied to, and you just can't, you're just starting to gain hope, or whatever. I don't know. You just feel like you just can't do this no more, make the transition. That's what the death card is all about. Make that change, make that transition, so that you can eventually end. You got to make the change first. Then you can start making that transition slowly but surely, so that you can finally let go of whatever that is that you're bored of, that is got you just feeling just very much not like yourself anymore, and feeling like you're just out of it and bored or whatever. You may want to do something else, but you have to do your work and put it in order for you to be able to make that change, that transition, and then you can end something else, so that you can gain this new beginning. Okay? And this could be the same thing for whatever's going on in your life. Maybe it's a relationship or something that you need to walk away from because it's no longer serving you. You guys figure out for yourself, whatever it may be. But I'm just pointing out the obvious here. You got the Tower card sideways. So this is telling me that I feel like that it's inevitable that something is going to collapse here, or something is going to catch you off guard. It could be a positive thing that could happen. You're anticipating something is going to drastically change. Whether it's good, whether it happens in a positive way, or it happens in a way that catches you off guard. But I think you feel it coming. And you got the 6 of coins. I don't want to say this is a full reverse. But I'm looking at the back of the card. This is supposed to be considered the reverse. This is the front. This is the reverse. But for me, a full reverse, it has to be upside down. So what I'm looking at is the potential is here that maybe you need to give more. Maybe you need to also look at opportunities, other opportunities that have value to it. But I feel like there's a give and take that you need to have here in the situation. There's a give and take. There's a give and take. You need to give more. You may feel like you can't, but you need to. But you also need to receive back. So I feel like there's a need for encouragement, nurturing on both ends, and giving help and receiving help, if that makes any sense. You also had this Knight of Swords here, and he was presented sideways. And he kind of fell on the new life card in reverse. So I feel like you may need to be paying attention more and being more observant, because I feel like sometimes you're looking and you're trying to see what's up, maybe, and be more observant, but maybe there's a need for you to do more research or look and see what's available to you, or what other opportunities you can have, because I don't feel like you're fully doing it, but you may need to do so. And be aware that others may be looking and watching, observing you, or you may be looking and watching, observing others, or whatever. Okay. Be careful of being harsh of yourself or anyone else in a situation, because something can't be turned around, or a new opportunity look like it's not appearing. Now, there's no need for me to pull a challenges card, because I already saw your challenge and I already presented it to you. It was clear as day to me, but I want to pull your outcome card. Though I feel like this is entirely up to you with that Six of Pentacles, because he's staring there and he's looking out at the world, but he also see those pentacles presented there. It's a choice. It's a choice. There's a whole abundance of valuable opportunities out there. But it's up to him to really choose what do you want to do. Wow, how that's gonna fall just as fast as I can shuffle. There it is. So you got Queen of Swords sideways. This is, and this is the outcome card. So this is clearly, like I said, you have to balance out cutting away what no longer will serve your purpose, and do your research and your due diligence on how you can gain what will serve your purpose and what will make you happy. But I feel like you're going to half do this and half not do this. It's all up to you. You got decisions to make, and you have priorities to tend to. What is your what really should be your priorities? What should you really be focused on? Make your decision, because you're the one who's unhappy and bored, and you have lost enthusiasm and you've lost passion. Okay, and I'm not trying to rub this in your face, because I know you've seen a lack of growth as well. Okay, so I get it, but you have to decide for yourself, you guys. Nothing here can be determined until you determine for yourself. But let me go ahead and give you the spiritual advice anyway. Okay, let's see what the spirit guides, the positive angel spirit guides, have to say to you through all these decks that I have. This reading is speaking the most to this group here, the cube group, because you guys clearly need to pay attention to this, or you need the guidance or whatever. So I'm going to pull a lot of advice cards or insight cards here. So stick around for it. I hope you guys paid attention to what I said in the very beginning of the reading, which was, I said to click on the top right hand corner of your screen if you're using your cell phone. Look for the three dots, click on speed settings, and then click on either 1.5x or 2x, so that you can watch this reading in half the amount of time and still hear everything. Okay, it just will be sped up, but you'll still be able to hear everything. If you didn't do that, it's because you tried to skip past the very beginning of the reading because you're impatient, and that's what happens when you do that. Don't do it. Otherwise, you guys know that there are other readings here on my channel, life coaching videos that can help you guys, How to achieve your goals is one of them listed up there. Look for it. Also, there are other timeless readings, pick a card readings, zodiac readings, and the collective readings. You know, please comment and let me know how this reading resonates for you guys. I'm always interested in hearing that. And, you know, I appreciate if you hit the like button. That helps me out. And if you're new and you think you want to know when other readings or videos or lives are coming out, I do live sometimes. Click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. And for those of you who have already been here and you've been supportive, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. Let's get, listen, this needs to go. There we go. There we go. Something in the near future. Something in the near future. I'm going to have to clarify that. There's something in the near future. I'm going to clarify that. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. I'm going to clarify it. But it says, get more information. Get more information. Take action. And there's something within the next few weeks. Something in the near future. So let me pull from one of my cat tarot decks. That was like 5 cards. I don't want 5. I want to clarify what's coming up within the next few weeks or in the near future. So I'm putting those together, I guess. Let's see what I want to clarify that. I feel like it has a lot to do with those critical changes that you need to make and some opportunities either presenting themselves because you decide to make the change, or opportunities that you may want to take that may yield you some results or whatever. But I feel like it's more so critical changes or making that transition. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. And this reading, like I said, is general, so it can resonate on different levels about anything that's going on in your life that makes sense for what you're seeing with the energy being presented here. Let's see. Six of Cups. So within the next few weeks, something or someone from the past either returns or you go back to someone or something in the past. So it's like something from the past returns to you, or you return to the past, or it is someone from the past that returns to you, or you return to them. It's one or the other. In the near future, that is way too many. Come on. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to throw this back in here. Okay. For some reason, some of these cards, they do not want to be put back. Okay. One of the cards that didn't want to be put back that failed was like, no, you're not throwing me back in there. It's the three of the 3 of Cups. It's the 3 of Cups, you guys. In reverse. So this is like, I pray that somebody out there is not experiencing fertility issues, but it's a very realistic issue that somebody may be experiencing. If you are, royal jelly, red raspberry leaf, and taking a really good prenatal vitamin, a food source prenatal vitamin, detox your body, clean up your diet, drink a lot of water, get enough rest, get enough sleep, and consider seeing a acupuncturist or a natural health doctor, a nutritional doctor, like a holistic doctor, because they know more about how to help you with your fertility issue than you know, a modern doctor. A modern doctor can help you too as well, but they're going to give you hormones and do all this in vitro stuff like that. But to me, I went to an acupuncturist once, but I wasn't going there for fertility. I was going there for like stress and depression and stuff like that. And when I tell you acupuncture works, it works. And it was a Chinese medicine doctor, holistic doctor. She told me at the time, she was like, you want fertility? You want better fertility? You want kids? And I was like, and that probably was the worst Asian accent ever. But I'm just saying, you know, I told her, I laughed. I said, not at the moment. And I said, I don't think I have a problem with this. And she said, well, when you do want to have kids, if you have any fertility issues, she said, please come back and see me. And she showed me a whole wall of all these women that she helped get pregnant. And a lot of them had twins, triplets, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but that's how good she was. And she said there's teas and health supplements and acupuncture work she can do to help bring back the balance in the hormones, and also the balance in the energy, okay? Because everything is not just black or white, okay? So keep that in mind, you guys, if any of you are having fertility issues, okay, for any reason, because that keeps presenting itself, a lack of fertility, a lack of, but this also can be a lack of enjoyment in life, because the Three of Cups is also about celebrations and enjoying life, partying, having a good time. This also can be this also can be third party situations, you know, where there may be somebody else involved. I'm looking at in the near future, this third party, if there is a third party situation, somebody else involved, like a literally like a third party, this no longer will be. Okay, this no longer will be. And maybe it's because of what's coming up from somebody returning from the past or whatever. But the Three of Cups is also a good news card. So I'm praying you're not getting bad news in the future. I'm praying that's not what's happening, okay? I feel like if there ever was a third party involved, that's going to be pushed out. And I'm not outruling that, because in this card, I'm looking at 3 people, 1 in the middle and 2 on each side tugging at this person, which is also why they have decisions to make, okay, to some extent. You know, one is offering a basket of, you know, things that this person may appreciate, and it's a basket of appreciation, whatever. The other one is just tugging at this person, you know. I feel like everybody wants to be appreciated or feel appreciated or whatever, feel desired, whatever, you know. And then you got some people, they just feel entitled. You also have Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so that's an offer. That is an offer, a valuable offer in some form. So that's in the near future. So a valuable offer comes through, in a third party or a third, whatever it is, a third wheel of whatever it is that was causing your priorities to be thrown off, that ends, or that's out, okay? Let me get back to giving the advice, though, the spiritual advice with cards. Man, I got too many cards up here. Okay, here we go. You guys, I got a collaboration coming up, and it's an awesome one, and I'm praying that I'll be able to keep things short. And I think I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna use less cards, and I think I'm just gonna keep it simple when I do this collaboration. I'm just gonna use my tarot cards and nothing else. I do very well with just my tarot cards alone, but I like using all these other decks, oracle decks, because they just present so much like extra information, whatever. It's like a thing. I mean, I could get things intuitively just with the tarot cards, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I don't need them, but you got the Dreamer card. Now, it was presented looking like it was in reverse, because it looked like you didn't want, it looks like you don't want to take a chance or take a risk, but my advice cards are always read in the upright, meaning you need to be willing to take a chance or take that risk. This is the Dreamer card. Take a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities present themselves. You also have the Eagle card here, okay? You got a false sense of entrapment. This is usually the Devil card. So it's telling you, don't allow yourself to feel like you have no control in your situation whatsoever. You do. It's just that be careful of being manipulated by anyone or any institution. Like, you know, I know people oftentimes feel manipulated by their jobs, you know what I'm saying, because they feel obligated. And most jobs know people feel obligated to their job because they know they can't afford to lose their job. Do not allow your job to make you feel manipulated. Now, don't do anything stupid to get yourself fired if you know you can't afford to get fired at this particular time. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row, okay, before you make any power moves. All right, but this card is pointing out, don't allow yourself to feel manipulated or controlled, or feel like you are stuck in a situation. It's pointing out a false sense of entrapment. You have the ability to cut those strings if you really want to, but you need to take that power and control back. Now, this doesn't mean power trip. This doesn't mean be so stubborn that you get nothing accomplished or done. It just means be wise and understand you have the ability to, you know, work the situation out, even if that means you need to let the situation go and you need to transition into something better, okay? But being overly focused on material things, that can definitely trap you. The card warns of that. So that's one more reason why a lot of people get stuck and caught up in jobs that they hate. It's because they got that car note with that new car they got. They got that fancy apartment that they want to keep because it makes them feel good, or that big fancy house that maybe it's above their means, or really it's just it's more stress and hassle than what it's worth. They want you know, maybe you want to be able to live a certain lifestyle, buy certain clothes, eat at certain expensive places, you know, get your nails done, or buy certain kind of shoes, or keep your hair did, or whatever. And this applies to the men too, trust me, it applies to y'all too. But I'm just saying, do not hold yourself hostage to material things and be materialistic, because it will literally put a noose around your neck, and then you mad because you feel stuck at this job that you cannot transition from and move on to another, or move on to do something that truly will make you happy, because you can't see how you're going to maintain this lifestyle without that kind of income from that kind of job, when you could get another job that won't stress you out as much. It may not be the same income, but it will allow you more freedom in your life, more happiness, and to be able to do things you really want to do. So it's up to you. But it's also telling you to get rid of negative or fear-based thoughts, because that's not going to get you anywhere. You also have, and this keeps popping up, the Six of Earth, the Six of Coins. So there's a need to give more to what it is that matters to you, or whoever it matters to you. And it's pointing out fairness and balance, and gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Those are good positive things that you can look forward to. So let me pull the other cards here. I just had to clear out so many of those cards. I have 3 more decks here that I'm going to pull from. And then that will be it, you guys. Because I like to leave y'all with the most insight and spiritual advice possible, so that you're not left in the dark. If you are still left in the dark, then you need to do your homework. Meaning you need to go figure out why you're still confused. Because that means there's something you're clearly not wanting or choosing to see, or in denial about, or overlooking in some form. Okay. So what was, I felt like that one to flip out. Deception. See there? Somebody's not being honest. Either you're not being honest with yourself, or you're not being honest with others, or they're not being honest with you. Okay. It's saying someone is wearing a false self mask in this situation. Okay. And that could mean not only just doing something that's deceitful, it could also mean just not being honest, not being true to yourself, or being true to who you are, or being, you know, the most sincere. Could it mean lying and stuff, or deceiving, or being tricky, or whatever? Yeah, it could. But in a lot of cases, when I see that card, it's just pointing out to me that someone is just not being too forthcoming about what it is they really want, what it is they truly desire. And sometimes it's also like I said, it's putting on airs, because you feel like somebody won't accept you if you don't present yourself as this and that. And somebody could be doing the same thing with you, feeling like they can't present their true self to you because they may feel like you won't accept them. Or you know, you may feel like if you do more of what you want to do, your job may let you go. It's just whatever, you know. This, you guys know how this resonates for you. You know what I'm saying? You could be dishonest with yourself, dishonest with the world, or just others are doing this with you. So if you know this is going on, pay attention to that. Try to be more honest, clear it up. Maybe even let others know, hey, listen, you don't have to front around me. And be sincere. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you're willing to accept somebody regardless if they have this or have that, let them know. And if there's somebody you're concerned with, if they'll accept you for you, regardless if you have this or that, just have that heart to heart and say, hey, are you going to be okay with me if blah, 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 blah? And if they don't, then that's their loss. That's on them, you know. With your job, you figure that one out when it comes to you know, what you're showing your, everybody shows their job one side of themselves, which is their professional side, you know. And maybe you're concerned that if your job finds out that you're into music, or if your job finds out you're into modeling or dance or something else, that they may deem it inappropriate, but that's your personal life, you know. Keep that to yourself, really. That's your personal life. Ain't none of your job's business to know. Inner goddess. Awaken the inner goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Men, you take that and resonate it for the masculine, okay? For the masculine. And ladies, you already know that resonates for you, however that resonates. Bold is telling you, to be bold, okay? It's telling you, unleash your adventurous side, take risk, and be daring. As my father have said for many years, nothing ventured, nothing gained, okay? So if you play it safe all the time, you're going to keep getting the same safe results, which are going to bore the mess out of you and make you unhappy or displeased or just feel like this ain't much better than anything else. Sometimes for the thing you truly want, you have to take that chance or take that risk. But you guys do, you take this advice and use it at your own risk or whatever. I'm not responsible for any choices or decisions you make. These readings are for entertainment, and if you gain some good insight out of them, great. But you're responsible. Fairness, that's interesting. That's being presented in your situation. Again, this situation will be handled in a fair, just manner. Past life, that's coming up again in your situation. This situation involves your past life or your past situation in some form, something from the past. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. Final cards here. Final cards. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. I also feel like animals can be healing and they can make great emotional support partners. I know that firsthand because I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, and they really give that love and that energy when you truly need it the most. And this says, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. And then you got scales again. This reading has so many scales in it, it's not even funny. So many scales, meaning you really need to find that balance. You need to find that balance. So that's it. That's it. I don't think you need nothing else from this read. I don't think you need it. Okay? Because the message is clear. Okay, it's very clear. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that reading. Please comment, let me know what you think. Please hit the like button if you like that reading. And please subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber so you can know when other readings are coming out, especially when I'm doing lives, because sometimes I do lives. And also, if you are already a subscriber, I appreciate you guys. You know, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can clearly know when these readings are coming out. Because I don't think YouTube is always notifying everybody when my readings come out. But I really appreciate you guys so much, and there is a wonderful surprise coming up soon. I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't want to jinx it or anything. So just, it's coming up, and I look forward to it. I'm excited. It's a dream come true, and I appreciate you guys. Peace and love, y'all.